You're not too late and you're not too early. You're right on time. Life isn't running on a universal schedule. You see people hitting milestones before you and think you've fallen behind. You see others starting later and think you've missed your shot. Bullshit. Your timing is yours. The right moment isn't something you wait for. It's something you step into. In this episode, we're breaking down the myth of being on time in life and reclaiming our own pace. There's this invisible clock ticking in our heads, telling us we're too late to start something new, telling us we're too early to be taken seriously, telling us that if we don't hit certain milestones at the right time, we've somehow failed. And that voice, that pressure, it's all bullshit. Here's the truth. You're not too late and you're not too early. You're right on time. In my experience, I've rushed to keep up with deadlines that weren't mine. I've hesitated, convinced I'd already missed my moment. And in both cases, I was measuring my life against someone else's clock. When I finally stopped chasing an imaginary schedule, when I let go of the idea that I had to be somewhere by now, that's when I started truly living on my own terms. Because here's what I learned. Life is not a race. It's not a rigid timeline with fixed milestones. It's your journey, your pace, your path. And when you stop comparing where you are to where someone else is, you realize you were never behind. Here's some truths. Life is no universal clock. Life's milestones aren't timed events on a shared calendar. Your paths unfold exactly when they are meant to. Your pace is perfect. What feels like a delay might be preparation, and what seems like rushing might be your moment to shine. Trust your own timing. You define what's right on time. The right time isn't dictated by society. It's when you decide to act, to start, to change. And some new insights that I've learned that can help change how you see time. Consider this. Chronemics in psychology, the study of how time affects human behavior, suggests that readiness isn't about age, it's about mindset. There's the myth of the linear path. Success isn't a straight road, it's a series of twists, turns, delays, and unexpected accelerations. Some of the most successful people started late, and it made no difference. The power of now. Mindfulness teaches us that the only time that truly exists is the present. The best moment to begin isn't yesterday or tomorrow, it's now. So let's try reframing. What if you stopped measuring your life against someone else's timeline? What if instead of waiting for the right time, you decided that time was now? What if you realized that you've been on time for your own life this whole damn time? So here's some advice. Reflect on your path. Look at what's led you here. What moments, what lessons, what detours have shaped you. You weren't lost. You were preparing. Celebrate your now. Stop waiting for a future version of yourself to feel worthy. You're already worthy. Set your own milestones. Define success on your terms. What does right on time look like for you? And act from authenticity. If you feel the pull to start something, then do it. Don't wait for a better time. If it feels right, it's right. And if I can offer some call to action, forget about being too late or too early. You are right on time. Your journey doesn't sync with anyone else's. Your timeline is your own. So step into your power, start the thing, make the move, take the chance, because the right time, it was always whenever you decided it was. If this story spoke to you, send it to someone who needs to hear it. Let's remind each other that we are exactly where we need to be. And remember, you're not behind, you're not ahead, you're exactly where you're meant to be. So stop watching the clock and start living your life.